So today is my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
So what I thought made sense to do today was just to give you a little bit of an introductory video of exactly what kind of thing you can expect on my channel. See, I've been thinking about making YouTube videos for a long time, and I have put just a few out there, but I haven't really found exactly what I want to do. And I've got to be honest, I think the problem actually was that I was really worried about what other people were going to think. I was worried about what other people were really interested in. I was worried about what they would be interested in terms of what I shared. But when it really comes down to it, I think it needs to be about exactly what I want to share. I think there's a better chance of me putting out more content, putting out better content, putting out content that frankly you all might be interested in if I'm sharing the things that are important to me. So with that being said, what exactly can you expect from my channel? Over the last number of years, I've done a complete 180 with a number of different aspects of my life, and I wanted to share with you exactly what I had been doing, what I plan on doing in the future, and what I continue to do right now. And when I mean I did a complete 180, I did a complete 180 on pretty well everything. I decided to completely change my career path. I went back to school, got my education degree, and now I'm teaching mostly elementary and middle school. I'm a supply teacher in my area, and I wanted to share with you exactly how that experience has been going. I wanted to share with you some of the ups and downs I had going back to school, being a little bit older after being out of school for such a long period of time. Also, just to share what exactly it feels like to be a supply teacher, to be a teacher at all in these times. And I wanted to share with you exactly what's working and what's not working inside the classroom. At home here, I have a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old, and I use them a lot for kind of a little bit of experimenting on what I think might work inside the classroom. We're doing different activities, we're doing different experiments, we're just trying out things that work at home or might not work at home, and then seeing if there's some way we can tweak those. Maybe we don't have to make any changes at all. Just seeing if there's some way that I can put them into the classroom. Now, I know it's important to say that it is way different working at home than it is in the classroom in terms of just having my own 2 children there as opposed to an entire class. And it's way different that I have this controlled environment at home, and then when I go work at a school, I'm actually a supply teacher, so most days I don't actually know what I'm walking into, but it's good to have sort of these in my back pocket. I think even as a supply teacher, it's really important that you have some things to fall back on. I always try to carry with me a few things in the car just in case there's not enough for us to do in the class, and if I'm sitting there teaching a grade 1 or grade 2 class and we don't have a lot of things to do, then I'm able to actually put something into the day that helps with their education and frankly keeps them busy. Ultimately, that does remind me of something that my daughter said the day that I broke to both my kids at the dinner table that I was going back to school and I was going to become a teacher. I remember that day very vividly. My daughter, after I said that, she looked at me and she said, "Dad, how are you going to handle a whole classroom full of kids if you can't even handle 2 of us?" Frankly, a lot of that is very true. And Zoe, if you are watching this, you are the reason I didn't get any sleep that night. And when it comes to my physical health and my nutrition specifically, I'm a huge fan of YouTube, so I have seen a lot of different channels, a lot of different YouTubers who are putting different information out there about how to get healthier, what kind of exercises you can do. I've done a number of different workout programs. I've done a number of different diet programs. I always want to start off most of that with the idea that, look, these are the things that have worked for me. These are the things that have not worked for me. I'm not saying that they're going to work for everybody, but I just want to share that information so that if you're struggling, or if you think you want to get healthier, if you think physically you need to make some changes, if you think in your mental health you need to make some changes and there's things that you want to address, hopefully some of my videos, when I really dive into that stuff, you might actually get something out of them. I've tried a number of different things, and I just want to share with you what's worked and what hasn't worked. I've done a number of different diets, whether it be keto, paleo, intermittent fasting. There are just a number of different diets. Currently, I'm on the anabolic diet, and a lot of these, quite frankly, have come from YouTube. I'm a big fan of YouTube. I've watched several influencers over the years, and I get a lot of my information from there. And I'll be able to dive into the channels that I kind of tune into on a daily basis, the kind of information that I look for, the stuff that really motivates me, and I'll be able to share that with you, and maybe that will make a difference. And beyond just sharing with you all sorts of things about my physical health, my mental health, the different things that I've done with my career. I will be sharing with you some about my own family, because ultimately this is what this is about. This is all of these things that I'm doing are for them. So at times, if that's not something that you're interested in and you still tune into my channel, well, you might just have to grin and bear it. It might just be something, and maybe you'll like those videos. I love sharing family videos. I love just going out there and sharing the adventures and the different just hijinks that we get into. Kids are incredible. That's why I got into the teaching profession. I love to work with kids, and I love my own kids, and it's just ultimately going to be a great experience for me, and I want to share that with all of you. So if you think you might be interested in any of all of my content, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so that you get notified every time I put out a new video. Ultimately, this channel is called What Matters to Matt, and what matters to me most is my family. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.